Alright, I'm literally just sitting on the start line, having a bit of breakfast, and then I've got my race number. So today I am 28 Couplands Bakeries. So today is actually basically the last team race for Couplands. So we've had a pretty good season, and we hope that we can top it off today. So we've got Glenn sitting in second, and then we have Kurgi sitting in third. So if we get in a sprint and Kurgi wins the sprint, he will take the yellow jersey. So Glenn's going to try and go up the road this morning. So that's basically the plan, to try and get either one of them into the yellow jersey, and hopefully both of them stay on the podium. And we're getting the number ready in the skin suit. So obviously I guess we've got to pin that bit there, and a little one there as well, and then we'll chuck the gels in there.
Start for category 1 riders should now be on the start line.
Yeah, they'll help us out and then they'll just be at the finish all in for them. Yeah.
Alrighty, so it's Monday now. So yesterday we drove straight after the race from Tokoroa, and now we are in Raglan. So Raglan's like a fairly big beach town on the west coast, so we've just come here for one night. So we stayed here last night, we had a look around the town, and then basically it's really good for surfing. So I think there's like really good surf spots if you go around that coast and if you go around that coast. And there's lots of surf schools and stuff here, and like loads of swimming and stuff, so it's a really cool spot. But we want to have a talk about what happened in the race yesterday. Alright, so yesterday's race was 93k, so we went out and we did like one small lap, and then we went back over the bridge that we went over on the third round. I think we were in Tokoroa, and then we rode out on like a real long road, and then we did like another bigger lap, and then came all the way back and then finished where we finished last time. So the race started pretty hard yesterday, and they were really dead roads. These may have been the deadest roads I've ever ridden on. It basically looks like the road workers grabbed a whole bunch of gravel and just threw it down and then laid some tar over it. And what this course was basically just a whole bunch of rollers. So you go up one roller at like 600 watts, and then you drop down, have a bit of a rest, and you go another one 600. I got right round to the last roller on the first lap, and then me and I think 5 other guys just got dropped there, including the yellow jersey. Me and Stu was guest riding for us to be our 6th rider. So me and Stu from Couplands, obviously we didn't pull back in the chase because the yellow jersey was there, and if we pulled them back to the peloton, which is very unlikely, but if we did, we'd be in a lot of trouble, because obviously then it gives the yellow jersey a chance to get more points than Glenn and Kurgi, but he was obviously pretty railed. So once we went past where we went on the first lap, the yellow jersey just went off. And then basically the 5 of us just rode to the end. I had a pretty hard day, like nutrition wise. Every time I had a gel or some of my electrolyte, I just keep vomiting it up. I think I vomited 3 times on the race. So yeah, I wasn't feeling very good, so I don't know what was going on there, because I just couldn't take on any fluids. I just needed water, but I had 2 bottles of electrolyte and I just couldn't drink them. Other than that, there was a break of 2 that won. So Dylan Kennett won, and then Alex Heaney finished just behind him, and then there was 2 in another group behind them, and then the peloton came through, and Kurgi won the sprint, and he got 6th. Glenn finished like top 10, I think. So overall on the points, I put it up here. Glenn got 6th, I think, and then I think Kurgi finished up just in 4th, literally 1 point behind 2nd and 3rd. So really close racing, and I think we're a little bit disappointed not to have got onto the podium, considering we had 2 guys on the podium at the start of today's stage. But that's just bike racing, isn't it? You don't know what's going to happen on the last stage. And then yeah, Couplands will be back next year to try and do it again.